Hello and welcome to my first video of the F1 Live Season 2015 season. Actually, this is not my first race, it's my second actually, and Austin didn't went too well as my race ended after 2 laps because I drove backwards and the game thought it should that is enough to disqualify me, so yeah, that's not really, that didn't went really good. Quickly going through the setup here for qualifying on the Mexican circuit. Actually, quite a good circuit, but I mean the curbs are forgiving everything, and cutting is quite severe on this track. So that's not really good from this track. I actually loved it when watching back yesterday. Watching back the qualifying yesterday. The track really looks good, in my opinion. And now we have our qualifying session here for F1 Live Season, running a little bit wide through turn 1 and sort of a mini cut into turn 2, but nothing too major. Good first sector time, and actually raining a little bit, so that's our only chance here to get a good lap, and we had that situation as well in China for the F1 Gaming League, and I completely messed it up there. So we just hope we can do better now. Very good lap so far. And now into that S section, which is my favorite part of the track. A little bit turning too early into that corner, but the exit was quite okay. Sector time is not optimal, but for those conditions, I think very good. Running a little bit wide here. That's the last extent of the lap actually. Braking very good here for the hairpin. Marco FD beats the time Tom said just, but we will should be faster than this. Also a good last corner, and that's a 1:16.5, a good lap, a good time, and especially the third sector was where I gained lots of time. Although I had a very less swing, 1-1. Yeah. In the end, 1.5 times in front of Titanov Racing, and a little bit of a bigger gap to Marco FD, Double D, Lopful, Thomas 7, Matthew the Gamer, Philip, Mr. Ghost, Nebula Dalton, and my teammate on the intermediate tires actually. In P11. Philip, the only guy who did his lap on the prime tires, not too far back actually for those. I mean, the gap between the primes and the option is maybe 1 second or something, so he was not too far off. And of course the field a little bit more spread out, because this was basically a one-shot qualifying, and but again, we had a very good lap, very pleased with that, and yeah, it will be of course a little bit difficult to defend that position, because the way into turn 1 is very long. Lights are on 5, and the way we go, we hope to have a good launch. Yes, we do. No wheel spin, they're putting straight up into Rich Mitcher, and now try if we can defend from Titanov Racing, who is now into our slipstream, and he's braking very late into the first corner, and he makes that move stick. Marco FD a little bit off track there to avoid contact. Various people off track to avoid contact, so no one spins there, fortunately. And Lopfel now has the inside line for turn 4, but he sits back and gets overtaken by Double D, and Marco, I think he got the tap from behind and ran off track once again. So yeah, we lost that position to Titan, and I mean it was quite a close first few corners, also with Double D from behind. I think he was about to make a move into turn 3, but I didn't see him, and I just shut the door very aggressively because Marco was also there. So I watched that back, and it was quite unfortunate that there wasn't a crash there. So I'll just try to hang with Titan and hopefully overtake him as soon as possible, as we have quite some league experience now on this game with F1 Gaming, so we should have a little bit of an advantage to some of these guys here, and in rich mixture, also good temperature in the engine, and now also braking later for turn 1, and that's the move basically done of Titan of Racing. Yes it does. Maybe there's a counter. Now he takes quite a weird line through that section there. And now braking for turn 4. He's trying to sort of go on the outside. We're leaving him room here on the inside. And yeah, no counter from him so far. Now the task is of course to pull away as quickly as possible. Again, that lovely S section here. I really enjoyed that driving that. That was also very good, and gaining a little bit of time and to Titan as we did that, as well as we gained also time in the middle sector on our qualifying lap. It was the sector where we were gaining on him, which is quite surprising, because I mean I don't think that many guys went with 1-1 wings. I mean it's almost impossible to overtake me on the straight, as you will see possibly now. I mean Titan is now in the slipstream, and he's coming a little bit nearer, but there's no a way he can attack us here under braking. Starting lap 3 now, and the gap to P3, which is double D now, is 2.4 seconds, so 2.5 overall for us onto P3, and having quite a good first sector. A little bit too much on the inside there, but nothing too major, I think. And we're starting a little bit to pull away from Titan now. You can see that he's in the mirrors, he's dropping back a little bit. So we're showing some good pace here in the opening stages. Now 5/10, I think that's not really right. It's a little bit buggy, I think. He's a little bit further back, I think so. And now that stadium section again with this hairpin here. It's quite a weird section actually to drive. And again the last corner. And that's lap 3 also completed. Should be an improvement on lap 1. Yes, it is 1 second faster, 1:18.1, which is a very, very good lap time. I also did that in one practice session I did actually. And skipping all the way down to lap 9, Titan pitted on lap 5. That's very, very early. Philip, who was on the prime test, is now catching up a little bit. Overtook Double D, of course, as well, I mean. And we are planning now to go into the pits. We're planning with a 2-stop strategy now, going on to the prime tires for a 14. No, that I don't know how many laps. 14 laps, 15 laps, 14 laps, 14 laps, 14 laps on the prime tires, which is actually very, very long. I managed to do that in practice, in that one practice session I did in GP mode, but I was not too sure whether that would go if I have battles, and we will surely have a battle as Titan of Racing jumps us there due to the undercut, but the gap is not really high, because I mean he had an undercut from 4 laps and he's only, what is this? We can see the gap maybe now. It's only 2 seconds, so that's just only gained maybe 3 seconds or something from that undercut, and that's basically nothing for those 4 laps. I mean, we were driving about 120 or something on our last lap when we went to the pits. Anyway, starting lap 11, we catch up to him. We're not even having the DRS, so he made possibly a huge mistake in that last sector, having the outside line now for turn 1 and making that move stick. So P1 again, almost, and again, same task as last stint. Defend first of all here into this corner. He's braking again very, very late. He's on the option tires, so he should. His tires should go off a little bit now. He should be already faster on those prime tires. He's not countering that move from us. And skipping now to lap 17, Titan has pitted on lap 12, I think. And Philip actually now on the option tires very, very fast. Was catching up pretty severely. And now, watch this. He has the DRS, he has the slipstream, possibly also rich mixture, and he's not coming any closer to me. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what wing he was running, but definitely not a very low one. I mean, I also knew, especially from Double D, that he was running 5.2 wings. I thought when he said that to me, I thought, okay, no wonder that he's so far back at the moment. I think the gap to him is, I'm not too sure how much the gap to is him. Maybe 10 seconds or something. Lap 23, it's now, I think it was 17 or 18 seconds when he pitted on lap 21 or 22, and our tires are not really looking good. We are planning to pit on this lap now, but especially the rear tires are not looking in a good shape now. Just hope everything goes well until we pit now. Oh no, that's not, no, that's not sounding good. That's a puncture on the rear left. A puncture for us on the rear left tire, and I thought, at this stage I thought, okay, how stupid can you be? I mean, you could, I thought it would be could get close with that strategy I was planning. So I could have gone earlier into the pits, switching onto the prime tires. I mean, had such a huge gap, and there was no point taking so many risks now, and that's basically the result of it. So we just see how much time we are losing to Double D now. If we fall behind him or not. So he surely will be on the prime tires. There's no way he's going to do 13 laps or something on the options. I'm switching now onto the option tires. 11 laps should be possible at the end of the race. Also in practice, the prime stint was the stint where it was quite critical with the tires. So here comes Double D out of the final corner. It would be very crucial to stay ahead of him, which we are managing just about, maybe 1 second or something now behind us, until our tires are on temperature. And we just hope he will not come into DRS range for the next couple of laps, just to make sure that we can pull away, and also a little of tire conserving after that shock on lap 23. And now gap on lap 26 is 2 seconds, so that's we're increasing a little bit now, and this will be just showing my fastest lap of the race, as there's not too much battling going on, except that 2-3 moves on Titan. And yeah, didn't really yeah, it was not much happening in this race, and we're gaining 7 tenths in that first sector to Double D. It just shows how bad that 5.2 wing is for that, how harmful that is for that first sector. It's just incredible how much time he lost in that first sector, to me, in that race. So that's yeah. That's definitely the main reason why he was not fast enough today until now. So 3 seconds now the gap. A very good lap, but not giving everything, because I know I just have to conserve the tires and cruising to the end of this race, and I should come out of on top, as we also have plus 1 lap of fuel. So that's on this game, that's very much. And basically nothing happened until lap 34. That car behind us now a lapped car. Gap to Double D increased to 9 seconds. And the last corner now for Russ, that behind us, I think that's Mr. Ghost. We will let him through, that he can complete another lap. And that's basically it, coming to cross the finish line to get our first win into the F1 LS season. Very good race from us, very consistent, showed good pace, also had a good setup. So yeah, maybe it could have been also close with Philip, but unfortunately he disconnected. So that's yeah, was maybe the only thing that could have been very exciting in this race. A little bit of a lonely race, but yeah. I'll take that win for sure. 14 seconds the gap, as WD has got 2 penalties, and yeah, that's here you can see the standings in the end. Yeah, that's basically it for round 18 of F1 LS, and I see you next time for the next race. Bye bye.